What's up YouTube, and welcome back to the DIY Beard. As you can see today, the sun is shining. We have the Senna headset, and then we've got the XV, which means only one thing, and that's we're taking a ride out. Now, lockdown rules have been slightly relaxed, which is allowing us to get out and about on the bikes, which is great. But I want to have a bit of a theme about what we're doing today. So the XV now is pretty much finished for version 1. Now the reason that I say version 1 is this is, one of the best bikes I've ever had. Yeah, okay, I've not had that many, but I want to continue to grow on that, and there's plenty more plans that I've got in the pipeline. It's just I want to spread them out. I want to keep you guys engaged and gripped. So stay tuned. We'll get all the gear on and we'll catch you on the GoPro. So guys, welcome to episode 10 of the Bolt build, and I'm going to call this a season finale for version 1 of the Bolt build. Now I'll come on to that in just a second, but quickly I just want to apologise. The overall footage on the GoPro for whatever reason was corrupt, and I managed to lose the whole audio within that. So I'm just going to do a quick talk over, and you miss out on the glorious pops and bangs, unfortunately, as we rip through the Staffordshire countryside. So, why am I dubbing this version 1? Well, it's quite simple, really. For you OGs out there, or for anybody that's watched episode 1, I said this bike would be the hybrid between a bobby and a club style bike. And while, do you know what, I feel we've got there in some respects, I still think you can't quintessentially classify that bike as a club style. And there's still a lot of things that, unfortunately, due to lockdown, I've not been able to get hold of the parts that I want, or I've got to wait, a huge amount of time to get those. And I want to kind of move on to the GSXR for a little bit and benefit from the summer months, because we're going to be doing a hell of a lot of painting, really. And it's best to do that during the nice weather rather than later on when it's cold and damp. So, where have we come from? Well, we started off about 6 months ago with a bone stock bike. It was a really nice example. It wasn't exactly the colour I want, although that pearl white has really grown on me since I've had it. First job was we had to get rid of the exhaust. For me, I don't understand why Yamaha have fitted such a huge aftermarket can on the back of there. It reminds me of a sort of a Gatling gun, really. Its monstrosity is huge, and it hangs off the side of the bike, and it doesn't exactly sound the best either. We swapped that for the Delcovic, and what a difference it made. That thing pops, it bangs. The noises that it makes on decel, make the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. I love riding this bike. It turns heads as you ride past because you hear it coming from a mile away. Some people might say it's obnoxious. I love it. I can't get enough of that exhaust sound, really. We also then had a look at making the overall visual look of the bike a lot meaner. So we've done things like we've painted all of the silver and chrome pieces. We've wrapped some of those as well, and then we made some custom fork covers, which main reason, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to fork out a small fortune from Low and Mean. I think they're about $110, and it cost me £5 worth of UPVC pipe. and some leftover black paint that we got when we painted the rest of the bike. So I was well chuffed with that, and I've seen a couple of you guys share that as well within the XV950 community. So thank you to you that have pushed those videos. We then had a look at changing the grips, so we changed those to Biltwell grips. I didn't do a lot of filming on there. There's massive amounts of videos on YouTube on how to change your grips, but I felt those were a lovely little visual upgrade. We decided to change the foot pegs, and they're a lot more aggressive looking now than the standard ones. We changed the entire of the rear bike in my eyes by swapping it to a side mount number plate, but we adapted that to kind of be a bit more of a tail tidy. We obviously then changed the rear indicators as well, and we went much smaller on that to kind of give the bike a bit more of a minimal look from the back. Yes, okay, we didn't manage to find a solution for the rear tail light. However, it's kind of growing on me, especially now that I've wrapped that in black. It blends in a lot more with the rear mudguard, and it just gives an overall sleeker look to the back of the bike. Now, ironically, during this ride, I actually lost my number plate, so I'm really miffed about that, because it was cheap, but it's just a pain in the backside, really. I'd literally, brought it before lockdown. I've taken one ride on it, and me stupidly, I haven't, secured that very well, and it flew off halfway through the ride. And luckily enough, I managed to avoid some of the police as well, because just as we pulled off from the CAF before we moved on, two cop cars turned up, and we started to check the bikes out, but we were well on his way home just before that happened. We've also had a look at changing the headlight. Well, I say headlight, we changed the LED bulb, and that thing's blew up, really. I've been reached, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, people asking questions. Where did I get the light? Have I got a link for it? All of that. And it's great to see other people, posting pictures across Facebook and Instagram of that LED bulb in their bike. And I think it looks fantastic, and I'm really grateful that I've been able to help some of you guys find that product as well. It's what I dreamed of doing, really. So, like I said, we've made plenty of visual changes on the bike. Oh yeah, so we actually changed the petrol cap as well, and that's black. Yes, we've come across some failures along the way, but I'm massively pleased with how the bike's turned out, and I can't wait to see what it's going to look like in the future. Now, like I said, this is version 1 only, and for those that have stayed with us so far, I want to let you know what I'm going to do going forward with this bike. So I still want to go down the club style route, and I definitely think one of the main things I need is a fairing. So I am on the lookout for a front fairing for the bike to replace the one that got lost in transit. We're definitely going to be having a look at what we can do with the front indicators, because they definitely stick out like a sore thumb now, considering we've reduced the size in the rear. And I'm still on the fence about the rear tail light. I don't know exactly what I want to do with that. What I do want to say though at this point is, if you guys have got any ideas at all about any mods you want me to try on this bike, hit me up in the comments below, and I'll be more than willing to take your ideas on. For those you have got on Facebook, etc., see you and how your bikes have turned out. I think they look absolutely fantastic, and I hope you can give me a bit of an idea about what I can do going forward. But like I said, guys, I don't want to bore you too much. This is only version 1. We are going to continue doing some mods on this bike, and we will do that going forward. Please don't think we're going to lose the XV950 altogether. This will stay across the channel and will only make that bike look better and better. So thanks for watching, guys. I am going to leave you with some cinematics of the bikes towards the end, so you can have a look about how it looks to date. I am so appreciative of every single one of you and the journey that we've taken so far. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification if you haven't already done so, because we definitely are going to continue with the builds, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the GSXR as much as I am. So I'll catch you again soon, guys. Stay safe and stay shiny. Bye now.